Good evening, I'm Dan McCracken. Another cold weather warning in effect for London. More on that in just a moment. And we're looking at a mix of sun and clouds in the forecast for tomorrow. Right now, it feels like minus 25. Our top story, the Middlesex London Health Unit has extended the extreme weather alert until tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures are expected to drop down to minus 20, but feel closer to minus 32 with the wind chill overnight and into tomorrow morning. Earlier today, London City Councillors voted unanimously to establish a task force to review how much they are paid and to also review their workload. Last June, Councillor Elizabeth Pelosa and Deputy Mayor Sean Lewis both expressed their support of a review. They say that workloads for what used to be considered a part-time position has grown alongside the city. Both of them claim they want their compensation to reflect the growth of the city and their workload. London police are seeking the public's help for a weapons investigation. XFM reporter Benjamin Crossett has more.
The LPS is appealing to the public for assistance in identifying 3 suspects involved in a weapons-related incident. The incident took place last Friday on January 17th at approximately 6:40 p.m. Constable Matthew Dawson of the LPS spoke about the investigation.
3 men wearing masks approached 2 employees leaving a business in the area of Spanner and First Streets. One of those suspects brandished a firearm and demanded the employees take them inside of the business. An interaction between one of the employees and one of the suspects occurred before all 3 suspects fled the area on foot.
Officers, including members of the LPS Uniform Division and the K-9 unit, responded to the area. However, none of the suspects were located. Benjamin Crossett, XFM News.
New transit shelters for commuter comfort and protection have been installed around the city. XFM Hakchima has more.
The City of London has begun installing new rapid transit shelters along key routes as of Monday, January 20. These shelters aim to provide much-needed protection from the weather, a welcome improvement for many residents.
I think having just those bus shelters will encourage people to want to go out. People want to get out of it sometimes. And if you're walking downtown, even if you're not catching the bus, it's nice to have something to step under if you get rain or snow or something all of a sudden. So it'll be I can't see anything negative coming from it.
That's a very crucial step for the development of the London city. The bus stops are really necessary in these kind of weather conditions also. And I mostly travel in a bus, so I really need those. So yeah, it's a very good step and I really appreciate that.
I mean, overall, I think it's a really good idea to have something to be able to protect people from the elements. A lot more people are using public transit now, especially international students and whatnot. Like I said, as long as it's handled well by the city, I think it'll be excellent.
With construction already underway, commuters can look forward to more comfortable transit experience in the near future. Makchima, XFM News.
Down in the States, U.S. President Donald Trump has issued another executive order, this one a pardon, for virtually everyone who was involved in the January 6, 2021 attack at the U.S. Capitol. Reporter Lindsay Davis asked Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman about this.
I actually agreed on a lot of the pardons that I've signed on as Lieutenant Governor. I believe in second chances. Some people are very deserving of a second chance and get a pardon, and there's some that I don't agree that do that.
U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance said just a few days ago that people responsible for the violence during the Capitol riot should not be pardoned. Back home in London, it's going to be a busy Saturday at Fanshawe College for sports fans as the college hosts their annual Falcon Fest. 4 games will be played in the Glenn Johnston Athletic Centre as the men's and women's volleyball and basketball teams play all day long. Jack Said, sports information officer for Fanshawe Athletics, tells us what fans can expect to see on Saturday.
There's going to be tons of other students there, so opportunity to really get the full atmosphere of what a varsity event can truly be, because there's probably going to be one of our most attended games throughout, and it will also be an opportunity to meet with tons of other students.
Free food and some prizes will be provided all day long. The basketball teams start the day off at 1 and 3, while the volleyball teams close out the night at 5:30 and 7:30. Now a closer look in sports. London Knights head to Kitchener tonight for a rivalry match against the Rangers. A couple of streaks on the line. Knights looking for 6 wins in a row, while Easton Cowan aims for a 61-game point streak. That would tie the CHL record held by Mario Lemieux. Puck drop in just over an hour. The Raptors back in action after enjoying the weekend off. They take on the Orlando Magic at Scotiabank Arena. Tip-off just after 7:30. The Edmonton Oilers host the Washington Capitals later tonight. The Oilers will be without their captain, Connor McDavid. He serves the first game of a 3-game suspension tonight after cross-checking Canucks forward Connor Garland on Saturday. That's sports. Traffic and weather are next.
The Canadian Human Trafficking Hotline is now live nationwide, offering a confidential multilingual service 24/7 to connect human trafficking victims and survivors with social and emergency services. We welcome calls if you have tips, concerns, or questions about human trafficking in your community. If you need help or want to help stop human trafficking, call the hotline now at 1-833-900-1010.
Now let's take a look at your XFM traffic update. Looks like there's an accident on Cheapside Street between Barker and McNay that's causing some delays. Southdale and Wellington is backed up right now, and Western Road near the university is slowed down. If you have a traffic or news tip, call 519-455-NEWS. That's 455-6397. Your Environment Canada forecast, that extremely cold weather alert will stay in effect until tomorrow afternoon. It's going to drop down to minus 19, feeling like minus 28 later tonight, but overnight it's going to feel as low as minus 31. Tomorrow morning will still feel like minus 29, while during the day it might just be a few degrees warmer, but not much, minus 26. Tomorrow evening we might see some snow move into the area that sticks around overnight. Right now it feels like minus 25. Find more news online anytime at 1069thex.com.